Hi there, it's Ruth at Artful Stampin. Just wanted to share with you today a tip about how to shape flowers. As you can see, I've already made my card because I've already just shot a film and I'm not happy with it. So rather than show you the whole steps completely, I'm just going to talk through some of it and then also show you how to do these paper flowers. So as you can see, a little bit closer up, the petals are a little bit shaped here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to get my stamp, and before stamping I'm just going to use some pumpkin pie on here. So the colours over at Colour Q challenge blog this week are basic black, basic grey, tangerine tango, yes I've got that right, and something orange, what's it called again? Only orange. And I've never even heard of that colour, but apparently it exists. So in Stampin' Up world, years gone by. So I've just stamped here now in the Tangerine Tango and just dabbed a little bit of the black marker on the centre of that there. I'm going to stamp and then stamp again and then maybe even stamp a third time if there's enough colour left on there. So it's quite forgiving, this technique, because you can, although it takes time obviously to colour a little bit in, you can stamp a few times, and as you might be able to see here, that's what I did with this, the flower, floral kind of, what's that called, cluster there. So you know, I stamp there, and then stamp there again, and you know, you can go for a few times. Right, I'm just going to punch these out. Yeah, I had a bit of a technical glitch earlier. And then I faffed around, and then the video was too long, so I thought, oh, I'm just going to film it again. So it's just easier. It's easier this way. Right. And look, you see, I've made a mistake earlier as well. Well, I didn't make a mistake. I checked my stamp was the right way around, and it wasn't. Right, so this week I've been looking at shaping flowers, partly because I actually taught a class this week on paper flower making. I'll be sharing a few more tips along the way of what I did this week with you in days to come. However, I was looking at tools that are available for shaping flowers, and there's another company that makes, they're like styluses, sort of this kind of size, and then they have these like metal balls at the end for shaping flowers. Anyway, Stampin' Up don't do that sort of thing. I mean, I will be, you know, next time I do a survey feedback form, I will maybe be suggesting that they do carry something similar. But I was thinking about other products that we have and thought about this tip here and had a little play, and it works. So, you know, maybe we don't need a new stylus. I don't know. So, first of all, I played with just pushing down on the centre of the petals here like this. Doing small circular movements. Oh, I can hear a pesky fly in my room. There's nothing worse, is there, than the sound of a fly buzzing. So frustrating. Okay, so if I bring that up closer, you can see how the stylus has then rounded off and shaped that flower. Okay, and then you can achieve a different look by turning the flower over. So again, you can do small circular movements in the centre. And I'm not reaching all the way towards the edge of the petal, I'm just doing movements in the centre. Okay, and then turn it over and then do some in the middle there. And that creates a kind of different look to that one. This one, the petals are slightly domed and these ones are concaved. So there we go. And then, you know, you can experiment with just doing some circular movements in the middle, like that, and seeing how that goes. And then the other thing you can experiment with is just going around the edges of the petals, like that. It's quite a fun kind of technique, and what's really satisfying is knowing that I haven't had to spend any extra money on buying any special tools for it. Because I was even thinking of things in my kitchen. You know, I was thinking, what in my kitchen drawers have I got that I could use for this technique? And I couldn't think of anything. So there we go. Oh, that's a whole new look as well, where just the edges have been done. Okay, so I'm just going to add these to my card now, because I'm actually not very happy with this layout. I want it more busy. I want more flowers. So I'll stick a few of these on, and then I'm kind of aware that the flowers are going to overlap the actual card, but I'm planning to just sort of snip those off and see what happens. Okay, so I think I'll pop that there. Ooh, my dimensionals are deciding to fly off today. Put that one there like that. I want quite a sort of clustered look here. Okay, we'll pop that one into there like that. And I'm just going to snip off, so I'm going to turn off over my card like this, and then just snip down the edges of my card like that. Okay, that's my children in the background, if you can hear noises. There we have it. Okay, so how to shape your petals of your flowers without you know, going to too much extra expense. But of course, you know, if you haven't got this tool, then look around around your home for anything that has a rounded edge. I'm thinking even like the tip of a Sharpie pen probably would do it as well, because those are quite rounded, aren't they? But yeah, no, have a look around to see what else you have that you could use. But I certainly would recommend that it really works using this stylus. And of course you've got the point here that you can then use for other projects as well. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. And thank you for joining me. Have a great weekend. Bye.